everyone, my name is Lethe and welcome to the Simply Witchery YouTube channel. This is my first video with my face in it, so that's cool. I'm a little nervous, so bear with me here. But today I wanted to talk about my altar space. I recently doubled the size of my altar and I asked on Instagram if anyone wanted to see my setup. And I thought I was going to be recording me setting up the new altar, and I tried and my phone fell on the floor, which is what I'm using to record is my phone, and about 5 minutes in, and I didn't notice until I was done recording, so that happened. So now instead today I will be bringing you a tour of my altar, so let's get into it. This is the box that I keep my home protection ritual in. My mom used to keep recipes in here when I was a kid, and I feel like it's a really great, it has a cute little opening. It used to play music, it doesn't anymore. But I feel like food and eating is like the center of a home, and so it felt right to put my home protection ritual in this, and also it just looks like a house, it's cute. Then in here I have little dishes that I use in spells and ritual, and then this is my chalice, which I use mainly for ritual drinking. This is a little spell that a friend of mine put together for me. And then in this dish I keep jewelry and some other things that aren't offerings to any deities, and so those are just jewelry that and little objects that make me feel witchy. And then this is the candle for my spirit companion. This is a protection sigil, a luck sigil, and a power sigil, and I have these scattered all over the whole altar. And then there's also these are 3 of the witch's runes. I have a set that I believe that traditionally it's a set of 13 runes, but I combined the male and female rune into one because binaries are gross, and I've just kind of learned to work around that. And then I have my little selenite tower, my antler, which has a chain that I made, a little chain that I made for Hephaestus on it. Back here are my wands. This one I use mainly in, I guess I would call it like more aggressive magic, so like binding, cursing, that sort of thing. So that's that wand. And then this was my first one. It's a screwdriver that was my grandfather's, and I just really love the like wooden handle, and when I saw it I knew that I needed to keep it and have it in my practice somehow, and it eventually became a wand. And then this is my multi-purpose wand. This is the wand that I use the most when I'm doing spell work. And then there is this wand, which I haven't used it enough to know what its like main purpose is, but I made it with doing relationship magic, so like binding or breaking spells, or like attraction spells, some glamour magic, that kind of thing in mind. So that's what that's for. And then in this box back here I have notes that I've written to my deities. This is Ares's ritual candle, Hephaestus's candle, my Elder Futhark runes, a cool wood chip that I found at the park that I use like I would use a hagstone, my little crystal ball, I have a compass back there, my pride flag, which I keep my queer energy jar spell next to. I have a jar of buttons that my mom made. I've used a couple of buttons in several different spells, but for the most part it's there for sentimental reasons. I have my big taper candle holder back there, and then this is where I do my daily readings and where I keep the cards that I always have on my altar. Right now it's the Father of Wands and Yasad, because this is the sphere I'm working in right now, and the card that represents my life right now, or the qualities I'm trying to embody in my life at least. Oh, and I think I forgot to mention that these wooden beads are mostly here for decoration. I'm sure I'll use them in some kind of spell at some point. And also, I keep these little blank discs on my altar to invite the universe to surprise me with the things that it brings to me, because I always want to be open to possibility, and these are representations of possibility. And there's my tumbled crystal collection, my dice collection, my dice tray is back here, and then this guy, I am not really sure why I've been called to have this on my altar. I think it's going to have something to do with posing this body to invite specific energies into my life and my body specifically, but I'm not really sure yet. But it's felt very important to have it on my altar, so it's there. This is my essential oil diffuser, and then here I have my moon water for my Norse pantheon, my Hellenic pantheon, my Kemetic pantheon, and then also their ritual candles. This is the space that I use mostly for my daily offerings. There's some little, these were actually birthday candles, I think, that I got on clearance at Target, and I use them to light my candles. And then also, as a part of my offerings to the pantheons, I have these, I guess we would call them sigil stones. Excuse me. So there's the Web of the Weird and Yggdrasil for the Norse pantheon, Theta and the Laurel for the Hellenic pantheon, which I've also offered a little bottle of olive oil to, and then the, oh my gosh, I'm the worst. I'm totally blanking on these. I'll put them on screen right now because I'm the worst. But these two for the Kemetic pantheon. And then this is a bowl where when I offer tea lights to a specific deity, I use this bowl as the offering bowl for that. This is a candle holder, which I have a little evergreen circlet that is part of a spell that I did. And then this is how I do the small taper candles, like the ones in this jar. There's just salt in here, and I just stick them up right in there. And it's great for candles that don't fit in my bigger candle holder that I have on the other side. And then these are little jar spells that I did for as representations of the 4 elements, or 4 of the elements. There's technically 5, but I use my body as the representation of the spirit on my altar. Then I have a little labradorite piece. All of my used matches go in here. I'm eventually going to do some kind of art with them, but I've just been collecting them. I think eventually I'll glue them onto a canvas probably and make some type of art with them. We'll see when that happens. And here are my matches, my little taper candles. This is where I keep my tea lights. The rings that I've offered to deities go in here. My essential oils are in this box. That's just lotion. And then this is my bell. And then we have the books that I'm reading right now with these 2 pieces of agate that my parents actually got as a wedding gift. And I love them. I've had them forever. And I've been obsessed with them forever. So let's see what's in my stack right now. The Homeric Hymns, The Holy Wild by, oh my gosh, I'm the worst, by Danielle Dulski, I think is how you say her last name. And then there's The Queer Magic by Thomas Prower, Tarot Face to Face. This is a little book that my friend bought me for my birthday about they, them pronouns, which is great. I'm excited to take that home and give it to my family to read. Women Who Run with Wolves, a collection of Sappho poetry, the Fianji and, oh my god, Works and Days. I can read. The book's right in front of me and I can read its title. Kabbalah by David Wells, and then my main astrology reference book right now. Yeah, and then up here is my whiteboard. I have a little Fight, Believe, Hope quote up there. My representations of the elemental symbols, and then an ampersand sign because always more, and then there's just pictures and jewelry over there. And that's my altar. Comment below and let me know what you think. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section, or you can hit me up on any of my social media. The links will also be down below. So thanks for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.